Yo, so today we're going to be going through all the Flarial modules. So first you have zoom, pretty self-explanatory. You can zoom, you can change settings, you can add stuff like cinematic camera, so it's smooth. Oops, one module. You can also add cinematic bars. Oh, that's too much. I think let's reset this. Yeah, it makes Minecraft look cinematic. I don't know. Next up we have the Java debug menu. So just press F3 and then you'll see the F3 menu. It's better if we have the Minecraft font. So you can change the font here to be Minecraft. So if you take a look at it again, it's not in Minecraft font. So the left side you can see world information and other information. And then on the right side you can see my system specs, some stuff there, and then there's start blocks. So if I stare at sand, it's gonna show Minecraft sand. Then we have block tags as well, so it shows that Zeqa can grow on it. Triggers ambient, desert, dry, vegetation, block sound, so that's for sound stuff. Yeah. And then on the crosshair we also have the debug crosshair. So if I stare on a block, it's gonna align to the axis of the world. And then on the lower left corner we have the F3. That's the frame time graph. That's the frame time graph. Sorry. So it shows basically how laggy your performance is. So lower means better, higher means worse. So as you can see right now, my performance is very trash. It's actually fluctuating a lot, but don't notice it, so that it's not that bad. Then we have TabList. Very self-explanatory. TabList, you can see who's on your world or on the server. So I'm on the only one online right now, since this is my world. Next, I have ClickGUI. Well, it's basically this menu. It's always enabled when you have the mod menu enabled. So in here you can change stuff like the logo color, so make it black or blue maybe. It's gonna reflect there. So yeah, let's reset that. And then you can change a lot of stuff here. You can make the text color red. As you can see. And then you can change a lot more. So that's the ClickGUI. Next we have the view model. This is basically, if you change this, it changes the item in your hand. So as you can see there in the background, you can see the item moving around. You can basically do a lot of stuff here. So that's view model. Block it. We need a sword for this. So yeah, if you press right click, just like in Java, it would do the blockhead animation. But this is only for visuals. This doesn't actually blockhead. It's just for visual and cosmetics. Yeah. So let's block it. Next we have Fullbright. So if I dig myself into a hole, as you can see, if I turn on Fullbright, I can see again. So next you have saturation. Basically changes the saturation of your Minecraft. If you don't know what that means, basically how colorful your Minecraft looks like. So if I turn this all the way up, as you can see, it's very oversaturated. And then if I turn this all the way down, it's very undersaturated to the point that it's black and white. So yes. Next we have Totem Counter. So as you can see, it's a HUD module. It basically shows how many totems you have. So if I give myself a totem, I now have 1 totem. And then if I kill myself, oops, that doesn't actually use my totem. Wow. But you get the idea. Alright, next we have CPS. Pretty simple, straightforward. Another HUD module shows how many clicks per second you're clicking. You can also show the right click. As you can see, that's CPS. Next we have break progress. So this can be a bar, or you can make it in text form. So for a bar, it looks like that. It's just like break progress in Minecraft. So next up we have compact check. Now this is kind of broken, but basically the premise is like that. If you send the same message, it's just going to not show it as a separate message, but like that. We have minimal view bobbing. So I don't think this works. I'm not sure. What I don't think the signature probably broke. Yeah. And next we have memory. Shows the memory usage you currently have, which is the same in the F3 menu. So you can see 89%, 89%. Nothing new there. Yeah. Next you have null movement. So this one basically, okay, let's turn it off for a second. If I press W and S, I stop. Or if I press A and D, I stop. But if I have null movement on, if I press W, then press S, the heck, it doesn't work. Oh, there we go, it works now. So if I press W and then press S, I'm still holding W, I move backward. Next up we have movable chat. So pretty basic. If I just do this, I can move the chat. So yeah, that's movable chat. You can move it here. It works the same. And then next up we have Notifier. I think this is for service. And it just crashed my game. Nice. So we're back. Let's turn up mobile chat there. Alright. So next module we have is Java view bobbing. As you can see, the view bobbing right now is very Java-like, whereas before, if I turn this off, I actually don't know the difference, not gonna lie. Material bin loader is for I'm correct, it's for shaders. Yeah, bedrock shaders, render dragon bedrock shaders, better render dragon shaders. So yeah, if you just have this on, then import your packs, shader packs, then it will just work, if I'm not mistaken. Text hotkey, you can add text hotkey. So if I put this at F5, or no, F5, oh my god, there you go. And then wow, so if I press F5, wow, I don't have to type that. So that's text hotkey. Next we have item physics. Now this is kind of broken, so I don't expect this to work. Let's get some better. Oh, see, you can see the item physics. So it's kind of broken. I know it's not entirely on the ground, but they're working on it. Mouse strokes. This is a fun module. Basically keystrokes like WASD, but for your mouse. So it shows like your mouse movement. So if I spin around, it's gonna show the dot moving based on my mouse movement. So can move this also around. As you can see, you can put it on the side if you want. It'll work just like that. Next up, we have clear scoreboard. So if you have a scoreboard, it's just gonna make the background clear. So that's that. Next module, we have combo. So if you're fighting someone in PvP, it will show you combo. It's just gonna show you how much you've hit them. Inventory HUD. Now this is another HUD module. As you can see, it's right here. Inventory HUD. It doesn't show the hotbar. Only shows the image. So if I put the dart here, it's gonna show there. I have 2 dart. See? So you can make the size bigger or smaller if you want. Check size too. It's completely up to you. So yeah, that's inventory. Next, we have toggle sprint. This is just toggle sprint. So you have the keybind there, and you can turn this on and off, like show status. It's up to you if you want this monitor. So if I press W, right now it doesn't do anything, but if I press Control and then W, as you can see, I'm just only pressing W and it's still sprinting. Whereas before, if I can click Control again, it's not gonna sprint. Okay, that's toggle sprint. Next we have DBC screen. This is a fun module, so you can change the size you want. You can change the speed, and you can do all kinds of stuff. Basically, it's just an overlay on your Minecraft, and then just for you to do whatever you want. You can wait for it to hit a corner, or you can just turn it off. But yeah, that's a DVD screensaver. Next, we have block outline. Now this one changes the way how your block outline looks. So right now, the default setting is white, and it has a fill. You can turn 3D outline off. So, or not. What the heck does this do? Oh, through blocks. Oh, my bad. So if I turn this on, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. But yeah, you can change the color, make it red. The width to be extremely large if you want. 3D overlay. I have no idea what that does. But if I turn this off, I guess it's just the fill. I don't know. But yeah, that's back online. Next we have Nick. So this is a Nick. So if I turn this now, as you can see, it already applied. So I am a Flarial user now. If I chat again, I'm just a Flarial user, and I also appear as a Flarial user here and here. To change it, all you have to do is go to settings, then change this to something you want. So name my new nickname. So as you can see, it auto changed everything for me. So that's useful if you want to hide your username in case you're streaming. Stuff like that. You can even make it obfuscated if you want. So, or make it bold. You can change the color also. It's dark red, as you can see. It's obfuscated now. Although it doesn't update here because the game is paused, but right next we have Movable Paperdoll. Now this one, you can move your Paperdoll to anywhere. You can put it in the middle, as you can see, or you can also make it always show. So right now I'm doing nothing. Normally it would go away because I'm doing nothing, but it won't because of the module. So this is useful if you want to customize where your Paperdoll is going to be on your screen, or if you just want it to always show. Our next module, we have the speed display. So this one, very self-explanatory. It's a HUD module, shows you your speed in game. So make do of that, of what you can. So next module we'll have is Java hotkeys. So this is a fun one. Basically, in Java, when you press 1 and you're hovering over an item, it'll move that item to the first slot or whatever you have your 1 hotkey to. So if I press 1 in here, it's just gonna swap these two items. It's like doing this, but faster in one click. Boom. I can also do it like this. I can move it to the middle, to my last slot, there. It also works in chests. So that's the Java hotkeys module. Next up, we have Deathlogger. Yeah. So if I hold on, let's make a day. So if I die here, just kill. See, added a death whip. Now that's a part of the setting. You can make it not add a waypoint, but it's gonna add a waypoint. And if I turn on waypoints, actually, as you can see, it shows me where I died. And yeah, it's 51 blocks away. And it also shows you where you died in chat. So you can go to it if you want to recover your stuff. Then you can do that, or you can easily turn on the waypoints module and see this. So the waypoints, you can also add custom waypoints. So this one, it added the module, the player deathlogger module added this waypoint for me. So I can enable it, I can disable it, or I can remove it entirely by clicking the delete button. Yeah. Now I can add a waypoint by pressing N, or you can change the hotkey, or you can just press a button here, and then it'll add a waypoint on where I'm currently at. So there you go, added waypoint for me, and I can rename it here to whatever I want, and it's just changed it to whatever I want. You can also make it so that it doesn't show a beam, and it'll only show the text. Yeah, so that's waypoints and deathlogger. Next up, we have faster inventory. Now this is a server only feature, or it only works if you have hyping on a server, and in some cases this module might be disabled on specific servers because they don't allow that modification to be used on that server. So for example, Hive doesn't allow faster inventory because they think that it's an unfair advantage, and I can see where they're coming from. So basically what this does is, basically, you know how there's when there's a delay when you open your inventory on servers, when you're hyping. Yeah, it removes that delay and it opens your inventory instantly, just like when you're in a single player world. So even if you have a hyping, you'll still be able to access your inventory the same rate as if you have zero beam. So that's the faster inventory. Next, we have animations. The animations, basically, if you look over to my hotbar, you can see that when I scroll or basically switch a slot, it's going to animate it. So yeah, that's basically what animation switch does. And you can change the speed. I can make it slower. Oops. Or I can make it faster to make it more snappy. See? And that's the animations module. Next we have swing animations. Now, for swing animations, you know how when you punch, your hand moves? Yeah, you could change that. So you can make it faster, as you can see. Makes it look like you have haste. And you can turn this thing called flux swing. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But it's supposed to make it smoother, I guess. So, yeah. Next, we have heart color. Now, this doesn't actually currently work. I'm pretty sure it's broken. So, if I change this to like blue, if I hide this, yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, it only works for my hand, I think. So, if I do damage 1, oops. Yeah, as you can see there, my hand went blue for a second. So, this module has been broken for like for the past few months now, because Mojang changed something, but the devs are working on it, I think. Next, we have bow sensitivity. So, lowest sensitivity when aiming with a bow. So, if I get myself some bow and arrows, 64. So, if I aim, as you can see, my sensitivity lowered. So, if I put this at 100, I literally cannot move my mouse. But if I put this at like something 67, 67, then it's going to make my movement much slower than if I were to have it off. So that's bow sensitivity. Next we have you have time change. Now from the name itself, changes the time. So if I move the slider, it can change the time. Yeah, that's about it. And it crashed again. Nice. Alright, we're back. Yeah. Alright, so arrow counter. This basically shows how many arrows you have in your inventory. So if I drop some arrows, it's gonna go down. That's basically arrow counter. Next module we have reach counter. So this might not be super accurate, but it can measure your reach. So for example, if I hit this creeper, actually it's pretty accurate, then it's going to show me my reach. If I hit the sheep. But anyways, next module we have CPS Limitter. So this will be useful if hold on, let me turn on my CPS counter. So I have my CPS counter there. So we also have the CPS limiter here. So if I limit this CPS limiter to 7, say 7 on each button. So if I try to click, it's going to limit clicks based on the limit that I impose. So I can never get a CPS of above 7 in this case. If I do it on right click, as you can see, it never goes above 7. And I'm actually better for right clicking on the right click, but it's not working. So that's the CPS limiter. Right, next we have particle multiplier. I'm not sure if this works, maybe it's under development, but in theory, if I hit an animal, okay, it definitely works. Yeah, so it basically multiplies your particles. So if I hit this wolf, yeah, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, so that works. Even breaking, it does it. Nah, it's the same. Alright. Next module we have toggle sneak or instant hurt animation. Though this is another server module or a module you can use when you have hyping. So basically, the hurt animation we're talking about here is the when an animal or a mob or a player, where's an animal? What the heck? Here, the hurt animation is basically when they glow red, like that. So in servers, if you have hyping, when you hit a player, they will only glow red when you receive the hurt packet, as they call it. But this module allows you to see the hurt animation as soon as you hit the player. So next we have toggle sneak. Okay, let's turn down the weather. Toggle sneak, basically if you shift and you don't let, or if you just press shift, you just shift all the time. So I'm not pressing shift right now and I'm still shifting. If I press shift again, it's gonna unshift me. It has a weird bug where it does some dances before it shifts, but it works, so I'm not complaining. Let me see if I jump. Yeah. So that's shifts. That's toggle sneak. Next we have the clock. This basically shows you the time. So it's another HUD module. As you can see, it's 4 p.m. for the 10th of October. Oh no, the 8th of October. My bad. Can't read time. The auto GG module is a very self-explanatory one. Basically, whenever you win a game in servers like Bed Wars, Sky Wars, survival games like that, it'll automatically send a message in chat. You can customize this to anything you want, but the default is GG, which means good game. Next, we have another fun module, upside down. So basically just makes your game upside down. So this can be used for challenges if you want, or if you're just crazy. Yeah. Next we have, what do we have next? Command hotkey. Now this is similar to text hotkey, but you can send commands. For example, if I do times at night here, then press F7, I think. Yeah. See? I didn't have to type that command to set it to none. So that's what command hotkey does. Next we have better hunger bar. So for this, let's get some steak, cooked beef. I meant, oh no, just more. The heck? Okay. So if I eat the steak, it's gonna show me 4. But if I have better hunger bar, what the heck? Why is better hunger bar not working? Hello? Is the offset wrong? It's not. I don't think it's working. Damn. Okay. But it's basically, if you're fully saturated, it's gonna show you like the excess saturation that you have. Just like in Java, there's a mod called Apple Skin. Yeah, it's just like that. So next we have is Freelook. So this one is another popular module. Basically, yeah, freely move your camera in third person, or yeah, basically I'm still looking at that block right there, but I can look around here without turning my head. So some servers actually ban this module because they think it's cheating. But I mean, how can you really cheat? I mean, I guess you can see more. For example, if you're breaking someone's bed here, and then you look around, yeah, that might be an issue. So let's relook. Next, we have GUI Scale. So you know how in settings where you only have a few options for GUI Scale, you have -1. Oh wow, I only have 2 options. I can make it 0 or -1. But with this module, oh, where is it? I can make it how small and how big I want. So I can make it really small, as you can see, or I can make it really big, like that. Very helpful if you want to customize your Minecraft blocks. But the default, I think most people will use is 2. Next we have is Twerk. Now this is another fun module, but as you can see there, I am twerking. Basically, if I go into F5, yeah, it's because I'm not touching my keyboard, by the way. It's just doing that. So next we have is the no. We have Nametag, or wait, no. I'm confused. Wait, meds. So this is actually when you turn this on, basically every 20 minutes, it's going to do something to make you not play Minecraft. So it's basically implements the 20 rule into Minecraft. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. But yeah, Deepfry. So this is another fun module. If you turn it on, as you can see in the background. Oh yeah. So basically, this is a if I'm not mistaken, it's a shader built into D3D, which is what Flarial used to use. We use GUI for most stuff, but yeah, this is just a shader. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it makes your Minecraft look different. I think that's the best word you can describe this mess. Alright, so let me turn this off. Next up we have Sense Multiplier. So this is helpful if you want more sensitivity out of your mouse. I heard this is helpful for most helpful for controller players, since they can't easily, or Minecraft's sensitivity slider wasn't enough. So changing this will do that. Next module we have the TNT Timer. So if I get TNT, place it there, and then make myself a flint and steel. I light it up. As you can see, it shows the time. Oh, it died. But yeah, that's the TNT timer. You can customize the colors as well, as you can see. And yeah, you can also change the format if you want. The decimal places for the timer. Every module actually is very customizable. Just have to take and spend time in your config if you want to make it look beautiful. Message logger. Now this one is interesting since it saves chat messages into a file. So don't know what that means. Basically, if I chat here, a, then I go to dot path. This is gonna show me a folder. If I go to a folder here, which is called message logger, then as you can see, it created some files from. Now this is for the same day, October 8th, which is right now. Now the one without the clean is with the symbol for color codes, has symbols for color codes, while the clean one doesn't have symbols for color codes. So yeah, that's chat logger. Next we have is auto perspective. Now this one actually changes your perspective based on specific events. So if I'm playing on Elytra, it's gonna automatically switch to whatever I want, so I can make it switch to third person. If I'm stirring, third person. I'm emoting, maybe yeah. Okay, actually there's no second person option. Oh wait, no, there's third person front, there's third person back, my bad. So yeah, so if I get myself some Elytra, put it on, as you can see, if I start flying, I automatically switch to the third person back. Alright, next module we have Hive Utils. Now this is helpful if you are playing on Hive. So you can auto requeue, you can use hub instead of /q, you can avoid maps, you have some murder mystery tweaks, hide and seek, death run, copy custom server code is for custom service in Hive. Then you could also debloat the chat, like turn off the promo messages, unused loss, player join, player message. Yeah, you can also auto accept friend requests or party requests if you want. And that's Hive Utils. Next we have player name tag. So before now, let's set this to day. If I go to F5, I can see right there that I have a name tag. This is basically third person name tag. Now this also changes if I have Nick on. So yeah, if I change this to that, it actually changes as well. Now I have obfuscate on it, that it doesn't actually update, but if I turn it off, yeah, it works. So next up we have is Potion Hunt. So this one, if I give myself an effect, let's say regeneration or infinite, let's say, as you can see, I got regeneration. Now CCLVI is just infinite, I guess, but it looks ugly right now, but we can change that. So shadow offset. Okay, that's still bad. Like that. Yeah, that looks much better. So there's a lot of options here to make it look good. You can set the bottom up mode, so your effect will appear on top instead of yeah. Potion Hunt also hides the default potion display of Minecraft, so that's that. Next up we have WAILA. Now this actually stands for what am I looking at? So this sometimes says display, but I'm not actually looking at display. But if I look at another block, as you can see, shows sand, grass block, spruce log, spruce leaves. As you can see, it works. Yeah. It works. So turn this off. Alright, next we have, I think it's time for Hitbox. This basically is Hitbox, just like in Java. If I go to an animal, As you can see, they have a hitbox as well as mobs. I myself also has a. Okay, no, I don't have a hitbox. Okay, that might be a bug. I don't know. Maybe there's a setting. No, there's no settings. So what's 2D mode? What does that do? There's no hitbox for items, I guess. Ah, so it's just it removes the 3D-ness of the box. So yeah. Next we have custom crosshair. Now this one, since it already changed with crosshair, but basically you can make custom crosshairs by going to the editor here. You can create a crosshair, my crosshair. Make it any size you want. Just gonna make that one. I'm just gonna do a simple crosshair like that. Load. Press load. I forgot to set the if you want to use the crosshair in the crosshair editor, you can enable the use custom crosshair. As you can see, my crosshair changed. Next module we have is movable title. I think this is if you have say a title that is title text. Oh yeah, it's right there. Oh, I think this is the moving option is broken. They don't know how to. Wow. But yeah, if as you can see, if I turn this off, and that doesn't. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's basically the title. You can move that if the module is fixed, but it is not. What other modules? We have to disable mouse wheel. This disables the mouse wheel when you're in game. Doesn't disable in inventory. Don't worry. You don't disable it. Disables it so that you can move your selected hotbar in your hotbar. So you can only move it with your hotkeys, so that when you don't accidentally switch your current selected hotbar slot. Zeqa Utils is for people who play on Zeqa. Basically, it's like Hive Utils but for Zeqa. So you can auto accept friend requests, debug the chat, auto requeue. It's like Hive. Oh, but this is just a placebo module. This doesn't actually do anything. Yeah, as you can see, it's just a troll module. I don't know why it's still in the cart, but it should be. Subtitles. This is an interesting one. So yeah, as soon as I turn it on, as you can see, it's like Java subtitles. So you can put it here if you want. So you can see when I walk around, there's subtitles. Although, I have to make sure you anchor the subtitles correctly. So if you want to put it in this kind of area, you can anchor it to the bottom right. Yeah. So the anchor should be like here. So any new sounds will appear to the top, and then yeah. If you want to put it here, you can just put it right there. Since it's anchored to the bottom right, you have to put it on the bottom left instead. So the anchor will be here, and then any new sound will go up, then they'll expand this way, not that way. Alright, that's the subtitles. What else? We have ping counter. This is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically shows your ping. Right now I'm in a single player world because yes, and you can change the text to show MS or whatever. So yeah, you can change text alignment just like any other module, and yeah, it's just a HUD module. Now you can also see your ping in the TabList if you want. There's a pretty neat little icon there also. So yeah, let's ping counter, and then let's move on to Waypoints. We already gone through that, so Pattern HD. Yeah. It's just the DVD screensaver thing, but it's pattern instead. So you can also change this to other images. No, these are just a few of charms. Okay. Wait, what the heck? We can play GIFs? No way. Okay, I see. So Jams is a popular person in the Bedrock modding community. Well, pretty well known person. Oh, Tribes as well. Nikita is oh god. Oh right, that's not. Ooh, it's not supposed to happen. 3GFX also a developer in Flarial. Nikita is also a developer in Flarial. Freeze Engine, a developer at Flarial. Stone is also a developer at Flarial. Beaver, I don't know what this is. It's just a random picture of a beaver with rings, I guess. You can also turn off the video mode and then just make it your crosshair. Yeah, basically. Oh, I switched to the default config. They should fix that. Yeah, that's the Better HD module. It's just another fun module you can tweak and mess around with. Next we have Snapback. So as you can see, the hotkey is letter V. So I press V. As you can see, it immediately switches to third person front instead of needing to go to back first and then front. So this saves you a couple of hotkeys. But yeah, if you're running like that, you don't have to press your F5 key that many times. You can just press V, and then you're already looking at back. So that's Snaplock. You can also change this to back or first person, and you choose the hotkey, and then you can also make it toggle. So that's Snaplock. Next we have is render options. I don't know if this works. This is an old module, but chunk borders. So this is obsolete because we actually have proper chunk borders now, which I will show later. But basically, it's kind of like X-ray, but it just basically shows you where the chunk borders are in this kind of grid or invisible thing. So yeah, you can also turn off render sky, turn off render entities. Now this might be scuff if I summon a dog. Or no, it's a wolf. Yeah, I can't see it. But if I turn this off, there's the wolf. Okay, turn this off. Wow. Okay. So when the block entities, you can also turn it on. When the particles, I don't think this works. Yeah, it doesn't work because I have the module disabled. I'm stupid. It still doesn't work. So when the weather, so if I do weather rain, weather set, what? Weather rain. Yeah. So it doesn't show me the weather stuff if I have that enabled. So weather clear. See? So yeah, it's the module. And then next we have is modern handling. So I forgot how this works. Fixes the key issue. Oh yeah. Basically, okay, let's first have it off to show you. If I press W, I open my inventory without letting go of W, then I exit, it doesn't continue walking. But if I do this, if I enable that mode, then I press W, press inventory without letting go of W, I exit, it still continues walking forward. You can also do this with sprint, and it's gonna continue sprinting. Or you can also do it with shift. See? So that's modern handling. Next we have is the depth of field. Now this is experimental. This won't actually always work. Not sure, but it's still autofocus. Let's strength. Do that. Is it doing anything? Is it doing anything? Hold on. We can make it stump quality to that. Oh my god. Keep switching to the default. I don't know if this actually works or not, but used to work. It seems like they disabled it, but still kept the module. But yeah, it's supposed to be like the depth of field effect you see on cameras. Just like in, I think that's an RTX. It was an RTX feature. So yeah. Next we have direction HUD. Now this is an interesting module. So you can put it here on the top. So it shows you basically your direction, and as you can see, there's a waypoint actually showing up there. This is basically a waypoint that I have added. So yeah, you can show waypoints in this thing. It's pretty responsive. You can edit where this goes. You can customize a lot of stuff of it. Actually, like this, the pixels per degree. That's basically the spacing. You can make it like that, very big, cover up your entire window, and yeah, it's the action HUD. Next we have keystrokes. This is another popular module. It basically just shows your keystrokes, whatever you're pressing on your keys. So you can customize this a lot. You can enable translucency. You can enable borders. You can make it glow in disable state, or you can make it glow only in enable state. You can change the spacebar width. You can change the spacing, the speed highlight. You can change the offset of the text if it looks off-centered. There you go. And you can make it show the mouse buttons. Oh, it's clipping. There you go. As you can see, it already works. Text shadow, if you want. You can change the text here to something. And then you can also do that with the CPS counter. So yeah, there's a CPS counter. If you just turn this off, let's fix that. There you go. Yeah. Also, yeah. WASD, you can also change this to whatever you like. And if you want, you can change the scale. That's that, and then you can change the colors also. So let's just make this RGB. So if you do it that, it's gonna look very cool. So if you tinker with the modules enough, you can get a pretty solid config out of this. You can even turn the rounding off if you want to make it Minecraft style. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. Keystrokes. That's keystrokes. Next we have is movable coordinates. Basically, you see that coordinate thingy right there? We can move it. Yes, sir. You can put it in the middle if you want. You can put it in the corner or anywhere you want. So that's basically movable coordinates. Let's disable that for now. Next module we have is Lewis. Now this is actually a module that was requested by a client, and we do actually do module requests for only $100 to get your module, a custom module, added to the client officially. So I think this is broken though, or no, it's not broken. So yeah, it's just a module. A module related to Lewis, which is this figure right here. I guess. So you can make your Crosshair Lewis. You can edit some stuff. I don't think it works fully right now. There's some stuff broken, but yeah, that's the Lewis module. Oh, what the hell? What? Wow, amazing. Oh, it was because it was disabled. So yeah, this is Lewis, guys. Say hello to Lewis. I don't know, but it should not edit the client icon when it's disabled like that. See, because yeah. Right, next module we have is armor HUD. Yeah, so if I get myself some armor. Yeah, so if I get myself some armor, as you can see, it's already there. So let's put that there. And you can change this to your liking. You can make it bigger, smaller. You can change the spacing, make it vertical if you want. You can also have the durability text. Then you can also have the durability text appear. You have to change a lot of stuff to make it look good, but if you have this setting, the good setting, you can make it look pretty good. Yeah, you can also change, or where the heck is the durability bar? Oh yeah, it was because it's at max right now. So yeah, you can have it show durability bar, and you can also change the color of the durabilities. So you can make the 100% durability color different colors. So you can make it blue. And you can make the 0 something else. So yeah, it'll show when you have a broken item there. But yeah, that's basically advanced color armor HUD editing. So you can also make it one color only. Make it white. Yeah, it's a lot of customizations here. You can also make durability appear on the left. You have to change the offset. Yeah. You can also make it hide the main hand, the off hand. So if I was to hold like a trident shield here, as you can see, it doesn't show the shield or the trident. But if I turn it on, as you can see, there is the trident and the shield. Yeah. So that's the armor HUD. Next up, we have is movable. No. We have motion blur. Okay. So for motion blur, we have to actually to enable better frames in settings. So that's basically, you go here in client settings. This is what it's called. In scroll down to see rendering, then better frames. So for this to be enabled, you actually have to reload Minecraft, I think, but that just crashes me. So okay, motion blur. Yes, we have motion blur. Yes, alright. So motion blur. So as you can see, our FPS is also uncapped because of that. So I'm getting like 400 right now. So you can see right now it's smooth already. Also, that's why depth of field wasn't working, because I didn't have better frames enabled. So you actually have to have better frames enabled for motion blur and depth of field to work. So yeah, as you can see, it works. You can change the mode. There's different types of modes for a motion blur. You can also make it render on the UI. It doesn't work on third person. What? Or am I blind? I don't know. But you can make it dynamic. I don't know. You can barely tell the difference, but you can change samples. I think you need to restart. Real motion blur. You can turn that on. That doesn't. I don't notice the difference. Maybe up the intensity. I also don't notice the difference. Wow, amazing. Maybe I need to turn it off. Maybe this one's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, that's motion blur. Ghost frames. I think this is the old version of Flarial's motion blur. It was in V1. You turn on intensity. Yeah, see. Yeah. So I don't really have good settings for motion blur, but I prefer to have it off. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Alright, so let's try depth of field again. Let's clear this right now. Let's try with depth of field. Alright, so depth of field. Let's reset all, and then let's try to turn on autofocus. Is anything blurring? No. Maybe shrink and quality need to be up. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't actually know if this watch is working. Probably not. Not gonna lie. Alright. Next module then. We have skin stealer. Now this is actually useful. So what basically this does is it allows you to steal someone else's skin on a server if you play. So let's go do that right now actually. So let's start Hive. So yeah, let's join Hive. Also, skin stealer doesn't work on CubeCat because they don't allow skin changing while you're in the server. So yeah. Why is it taking so long? Nice. Alright. What is this? No. Alright. So do I have it on? Yes. So you can also have the option to save it locally, which you can find by doing .path in your chat. It's gonna open here in your file explorer, and it's gonna save in wait, no, there's no skins folder. But if I steal someone's skin, let's say this dream guy, as you can see, I have stolen the skin by middle clicking, and then you can also see there's a skin folder there, and it saved it. So if I turn this off, or no, if I turn this off, if I steal someone else's skin now, if I steal someone's skin now, go to the folder, it's not gonna save the skin. So yeah, that's skin stealer. So let's go back to our world. So that's that. Let's go to the next module. We have stopwatch. So this is like live split where we have a stopwatch. So you can choose the hotkeys for this. So if I press P, it starts. Oh shit. Oh, there's conflict. Okay, so you can change this to like, oh. You can allow listening warning. You can change the scale to normal stuff. Yeah. You can also change the colors and the settings. All other mothers has. So I think yeah. If I press P over and over, it just plays and pauses. So this is useful if you want to time something, you don't want to go to another app. Just do it in here in Flarial. Then I can press O or whatever hotkey you have to reset button. So that's nice. It's pretty okay module. Alright, so next module we have is the opponent reach. Okay, so this opponent reach, it's a HUD module. It shows your opponent's reach. Basically, it's like reach counter but for your opponent. So when someone hits you, it's gonna show their reach on you. So yeah, you can detect hackers this way, but might get scuffed because of ping. I'm not sure how this actually works, but yeah, in theory it should show your opponent's reach. Yeah. FOV Changer. So this is useful if you want your FOV to be a lot higher than the usual Minecraft FOV slider can give you. So I can make it really wide, wider than Quake Pro. As you can see, this is insane. Oh, I'm sorry. Or I can make it really unbearably low. So it's kind of like zoom. The zoom module actually overrides this. So yeah, that's FOV Changer. Then we have of coordinates. So this is just like your normal Java coordinates or normal coordinates display, but with extra features. You can customize this to your liking. You could show decimals if you want. That's not in vanilla. You can also show the dimension and show other dimension codes. So right now I think this is the end and the nether because I think they are the same, or I don't know, maybe it's just the nether. But yeah, that's the coordinates module. Next we have is the cinematic camera. We already, well, yeah, it's cinematic camera, but you don't have to press the zoom key. So you can change the amount of smoothing you want. And then you can also add cinematic bars if you want. So you can make your Minecraft look cinematic. So next module we have clear chat. So it makes your background of the chat clear. So if I just type a bunch of messages, as you can see, there's no more background. It's clear. It's similar to a clear scoreboard. So that's clear chat. Next we have is inventory loss. So basically this prevents you from dropping items. So you can make it so that you can only lock tools, or you have to double click throw. So let's try and do this. So if I press Q, nothing happens. If I double click Q, then it actually drops. If I normal, yeah, I have to double click to drop the Elytra, but if I single click the Q, it doesn't drop it. So yeah, that's inventory lock. Alright, next we have is Scoreboard or Movable Day Counter. This only works if you have the Day Counter enabled. So let's enable that. Show days played. So there you go. We have the days counter. So in theory we should be able to move this. Yes, we do. So we can move this to whatever we want, whenever, wherever we want on our screen. So we can move it in the corner, the sides, or back into the original position. can just turn it off if you want to do that. There you go. Alright, next module. We have mumbling. Oh no. We have chunk border. So chunk border is basically the Java chunk border, just like the Java chunk border. It shows you the boundaries of each chunk. So this area right here is a 16 by 16 chunk recognized by Minecraft. So yeah, you can also see the chunk coordinate in the FOV menu. As you can see there, chunk coordinate 7, -5. Next we have is the weather changer. Now this is pretty self-explanatory as well. Changes your weather, and this can actually work in many ways. It can also force snow on anywhere in the world. So I can make it snow even when I'm in a very hot area like the deserts or something like that. So yeah, you can also make it thunder. Changing the temperature, which is when you enable snow, can affect the world, but it won't be permanent. It can get reset by just updating it. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for the thunder, so I'm just gonna turn it off. But the rain intensity, you can make it light rain. You can see the amount of rain in F3 also, as you can see. The weather is light rain is 24%, as you can see on the side there. Here. Then if I increase this 79, so it directly corresponds to the rain intensity. So 9% rain looks like this. It's very light, there's no sound, and you can even turn off completely, 0%. So yeah, that's basically weather changer. Next module we have is the low health, or no hurt cam. So what no hurt cam basically does is, if you take damage, let's go to survival for this. If you take damage as 1, your camera does basically no camera shake. Because before, if you have this off, it's going to shake your camera, as you can see. But if you have it on, it doesn't shake your camera. So that's that. Next we have the low health. So if your health is low, let's clear our effects for this. If your health is low, so if I just damage myself a few times, maybe 10. Oh yeah, I'm wearing armor. 30. I just died. Okay, but yeah, as you can see, it's very red. That's basically what the low health indicator does. It indicates if you're low or not. So if I just damage myself, see, I'm on halfway and my screen is already kind of red. If I damage myself more, it's gonna get even redder. See? Until I'm at half a heart, it's the reddest it can be. And it's just going to, it will only go away if I heal myself. So yeah, there you go. My screen is back to normal. Oh, what the heck happened there? Okay. Sorry. Next up, okay, is hit ping. This might be a little bit intimidating at first, but it's just showing you the latency between your hits and the mob. So I take this one. Yeah, like 17 frames. Well, it's pretty fast because I'm on a local player server. So even though I'm on my local player, I still have. Oh no, that's not. No. I'm mistaken. It's actually okay. There's no customization features, but that's actually showing. Oh, shut up! Get away from me. So basically, it's showing 2.4 milliseconds. So that's just the amount of decimals there is. So you can change that with rectangle width. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't. Text scale. Yeah, this is kinda interesting. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but that's just it's kinda I don't think anyone will use this anyway. So next module we have is FPS. Basically shows you your frames per second. Yeah. So I'm getting 300 frames right now because I'm currently using the VSync disabler. If I were to turn that off, then my frames are just going to be locked at 240. Oh no, 144. So if I turn it off, I crashed. Wow. Don't turn off VSync disabler, guys. Doesn't work. Okay, next module we have movable boss bars. So if I spawn a wither. Oh god, it's okay. Sounds so. Okay, let's turn it down. Yeah. So if I turn on movable bar, I can basically change the position of this. So put it there on the side, or on the corner, or whatever I want. So and it works too. So if I damage the windows, you can see how it kind of goes down. Okay. Okay then. So that's movable bar. Next we have fog color. Fog color, yeah. So you can change the fog color to whatever you want. So you can make it red. Right there. It's red now. You can make it pink. Sky pink. If you want. So that's fog color. Next we have glint color. So this works for enchanted items. For example, let's get some books. Enchanted books. Enchanted books. Or apples, enchanted apples. That. So as you can see, it works already. It's now white in my hand. You can change the color to whatever you want. You can make it red. As you can see, it's color red now. It doesn't change the glint color in the hotbar or in the inventory, but it can change it on your hand. So you can also make it RGB like that. See, changes color, and you can change the RGB speed here. You can make it very fast, as you can see. It's changing very fast. You can change the shit. You can change it back. Saturation. You can make it very saturated, or undersaturated, or oversaturated, or normal saturation. And you can change the opacity. I guess this is what it is. I don't know why it's called RGB value, but yeah. So that's basically glint color. It changes the glint color of enchanted items. Right, so next we have IP display. This is gonna show world when you're in a single player world, but it's just going to show the IP of the server you're currently playing in. So for example, if I were to be on Hive, it's gonna show something like gu.hivebedrock.network. Yeah, that's basically the IP display. Next, we have entity counter. This basically shows how many entities are in the world right now. So if I kill all entities except myself, as you can see, the entity counter drops significantly. If I kill it again, it's gonna go down. 5 entities, 7, 14. Okay. Yeah. So should be accurate. Yes. Alright, so I think that's all the modules. We have went through all the modules of Flarial. In case I missed something, please let me know. I think the only thing I missed was Mumble Link. Basically, what this is proximity chat for Minecraft, and the name Mumble Link is the application that is used to actually achieve the effect, because all we're doing is sending data to this application, and this is actually the voice server that you're going to be using. So to actually use this, there's a process, and I recommend joining the Discord server for Flarial if you want to know how to use this. You can ask a staff or someone who knows how to use this module. Basically, you have to install the Mumble Link app, then set up your server, then configure the channel or the room IP of it. So yeah, that's Mumble Link. I think that's the only thing I miss out of the hundreds or the plethoras of module Flarial has. Yeah, so that's basically it. Oh no, I have to explain the client settings. Alright, client settings. Here you can have the config manager. You have different configs. As you can see, I have different configs. You can delete a config. So for example, if you don't want this new name config that I made a while ago, you can just delete that and it's gone. And then you can also add a new config, and it's gonna generate a config with a random number. So if you want to rename that, you have to first close Minecraft and then go to the config folder, rename the JSON, open Minecraft, and then it's renamed. So yeah, eject keybind. You can eject Flarial using a keybind. So let's say I just want to eject it, I can just press F12 anytime I want. Pixelate fonts is if you are using the Minecraft font right here, so it's best to enable this if you have the Minecraft font enabled. So it's gonna change the size to make sure they're an integer so that the fonts get displayed pixelated correctly. So and for this to take effect, you have to actually reload Minecraft, but that's gonna crash me, so I'm not going to do that right now. And you can change the universal font scale here, so if you want to make the text look bigger there, but I don't recommend doing that since it looks 8. And you can also change the universal font scale for the modules. So if you have any HUD modules, the text is going to change. The text scale is going to change. Yeah. So the font weight, I don't think this works right now, but it's just there. I don't know why they removed it. Right. So in the rendering section, we have force reload Minecraft. So it forces the sub chain to recreate. This is basically like the renderer. Well, what's Minecraft uses to render things, and you can reload that, but most likely it's going to crash some devices, so I don't recommend doing that. Reload scripts. Now this is I don't know what this does actually. I think it's for the scripting thing here. So in Flarial you can add scripting modules, so you can have more than the 100 modules that Flarial has built. So you can find scripts in our Discord or in our website, marketplace.flarial.xyz. So yeah. So the following requires restarts. Maybe you have better frames, visit the server, and recreate swap chain at start. So I don't actually know what this option does, but I know the better frames basically. If you have a DX12 capable device, then it's going to remove that, and well, not actually remove, but it's going to basically not use that and use DX11 instead to render the game. So it's using DX11 instead of DX12 on your device. So in some cases, this can actually boost your FPS by a large by a significant amount, and in some cases it's not going to affect anything at all. Downside is if you use the X11, you can't use RTX. Yeah, that's it. Or I think you can also use vibrant visuals. I haven't tested that, but yeah. VC disabler, I think everybody knows. Vertical sync basically makes it so that it doesn't cap, or it caps your FPS to your refresh rate. So if you disable the VSync, it's going to uncap your frame rate to make sure that you're getting unlimited frame rate. So this works on all devices. This forcefully, or this overrides the VSync option that you have in optional settings. So if you enable this, it's going to magically uncap the FPS, even if you have VSync on in settings. So that's nice. So the following does not require research. So you can disable animations. So as you can see, if I scroll up and down, there's no more animation. If I go to settings, there's also no more animations. So prefer the animations because it looks cool. So yeah. UI blur intensity, this changes the blur for the UI if you're in the ClickGUI. Or for the background, I'm sorry, can't speak today. So yeah, this is just a background blur if you're in the ClickGUI. Then we have chroma RGB speed. This is if you have any RGB colors in your config, then you can change the speed of all of the RGB changing colors. So you can make it really fast or really slow, up to you. Then we have RGB saturation, basically same thing before, but it controls like the saturation of the RGB color. So this will make it completely white, and this will be normal RGB color. Chroma value, this is just the opacity, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. And then we have inventory watermark. So if you turn it off and turn on inventory, there's no more Flarial logo here. But if we turn it on, there is a Flarial logo there. Yeah. So enable modules on top. This is for the module mod menu. So if I turn this off, you have to reopen the ClickGUI to take it back. So all your enabled modules are no longer going to be pinned up the top. Instead, you have to find them each in the list. And don't worry, the list is alphabetically arranged, so you can kind of navigate, but I prefer to have this on since you have all your enabled modules in the top. So next we have no icons or images. It's pretty basic. Basically just prevents rendering images. I don't know why you would want that, but it's an option. Disable UI shadows. As you can see, the design became more flat. If I turn this off, as you can see, it has shadows. As you can see, it doesn't. So that's an option. Yeah. Right. So in the miscellaneous, we have hide modules when F1. No, this doesn't currently work right now, but the devs are working on it because they don't know how to detect if F1 is enabled or not. So yeah. Save scroll positions. This can fix some problems. Like if you open your mod menu and then there's nothing appearing. You can turn this off, but it just means that it won't save your scroll position. So if you scroll all the way to here at the bottom, you'll end up at the top again. So, but if you have this on and scroll all the way on the bottom to like Skin Stealer, next time you open, you'll still be at the Skin Stealer page. So yeah. Auto search ClickGUI. So whenever you open your mod menu, you can search for stuff automatically. Like, okay, why isn't it working? Wow, it's not working. Damn. Okay, but it's supposed to, like, if you press K, then it'll automatically expand this so that you can start searching. Yeah. So that's auto search ClickGUI. Resettable settings basically allows you to reset settings just by right clicking the option. So for example, here in Zoom, if I change the modifier, I can just right click here to change it back. Now there's specific ways to reset these settings depending on what they are. For toggles, well, you can just right click them normally. For sliders, you have to first left click on the text box, and then you have to right click to reset them. Yeah. For this, well, you can just, if I put this to F, you can just click this left and then do a right click, then it's gonna reset. So yeah. For a drop down, you can just have you can just first select and then you right click to reset. Then we have snapping lines. So this is used for the edit menu. So if you have a HUD module, for example, if I have FPS, you can see this pink lines appearing. This basically serves as a guide for you to align stuff. So if I turn the snapping lines off, then I no longer have the pink lines to help me position my modules. So yeah. Center cursor is kinda buggy right now. It doesn't always work, but it tries its best. So if I open my inventory, as you can see, it centers my cursor. Yeah. But sometimes it doesn't work, but yeah, see there it didn't work, but yeah. It can get pretty annoying, so I just have it off for the most part. If you still want to have Flarial collect your information, but you don't want the icon to show, then you can just turn this on. No Flarial logo and no Flarial chat. So this no Flarial chat is basically this thing Flarial. It's blue right now because I'm a developer. There's different colors, different meanings. If I turn this off, as you can see, it's gone. Right, so yeah, this single one, you can read that if you want, but yeah. Promotions. So if you are annoyed on these chat messages right here, you can turn them off, and then they won't happen anymore. They won't bother you anymore. So this checks right here, they won't show. So yeah, the text box been clicked. Oh yeah, if I turn this off and then I edit, like for example, the text box in here, it's not going to clear it. So yeah. But if I turn this on, it's gonna clear everything. Yeah, then I have to type everything all over again. Wow, I can't press or I can't type a decimal. Wow, press client. Oh wow. Oh well, I can now. What the heck? No way. Okay, interesting. But yeah, that's basically all of Flarial. We have explored all of Flarial's modules. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, yada yada yada. You know the drill.